Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to another video. Do some insane summons today. Insane, because I need about 85,000 points on this account for the anniversary path in order to pick up on the final reward here, which is the Regal Masks. That is for another Cat's Gaze. Hopefully, I try to do that on my main account, but couldn't do it for this account. Maybe I get luckier, although I do have 3 Cat's Gaze on this account. After a point, you don't need so many, but you can have, you can't miss this opportunity. This is very specific for the Alice Adventure group. The Cat's Gaze is a very strong relic when your enemies are higher health than you. You can ignore a lot of their defense. Very strong. So it's a very good chance for me to get it. All right. And I do get 2 rares here and the epic. As I've mentioned in the past video and another video that I did, there's a very cool website for you to calculate the points needed exactly if you are in the mix of trying to get this new champion Pelops. But I do think he's worth it. He is part of the brand new faction, so you gotta go with it. In terms of the champions here, I basically have everything. So I want new stuff. The dwarf there, I try to get him on my main account, couldn't. So this is gonna be basically the same thing. Let's go and start the summoning video. Maybe I get lucky right out the gate, but I still need to do lots of summons. Will I be doing ancients only if I get it very soon? I don't know, because they do have really good value now, 300 points each. But if you think about it, I have a lot of sacreds piling up. I've got 25 sacreds on this account, so that can be also something. There we go. 20x chance we get an epic, but it's very stupid on how low the actual chances for an epic are when there's no 2x. Basically get all rares. Maybe I'm lucky enough and get an epic from the fusion. That would be huge, but the chances of that are so low. It's funny basically to even consider it. Right, there we go. Lady Annabelle. Lady Annabelle's still great for the Bommel boss. Alaric the Hooded. Doing very well so far in terms of epics, but the epics are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 1+1, 2 legendaries in one. All right. So is it gonna take me 200 summons? Probably, but it's about a 1% if you think about it. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, I should shut up. There it is. Okay, Longbeard and Eostrid. Okay. Longbeard, amazing ally attack. Okay, because this also boosts the champion's damage by 20% through their ally attack that he does, and it's great. It teams up with 4 allies, so it's not that great for the Hydra if you think about it, but it's still a very strong skill to consider. And then Eostrid, amazing booster. All right, booster, because increased speed, increased attack, and then Terminator feel. She can also heal based on their Terminator increase. So if they have their Terminator increased, heals allies based on their max health. This percentage value is equal to half of the Terminator increase. Huge for healing. Can apply decreased speed. Weaken. Oh my god, this is a crazy good legendary if you are looking for more Hydra damage. Right? I'm not looking for that, but it's still an amazing legendary. So the 1+1 is done so quickly. All right. Do I consider going for more? All right. Let me just show you guys the website that I was talking about earlier. All right. Just so we can get an idea very quickly on what I should do. All right. Because I'm not sure. So this is the website that I told you. And if I put in how many points I have right now during the anniversary pack, I've got 26,000 points. 26,000 points. So on the website here, you would put 26,000 there. And how many points do I need more, right? If I want to get the whole thing, right? Because actually I do want to get the whole thing. So I do want to get the whole thing. So you go down, get the keys. All right, this is the website that I was telling you guys about. Get the keys, unlock. For this whole thing, I still need 58,000 more points. That is 12 secrets or 200 ancients. In terms of secrets, I think that's a bit too much remaining, comparing it to ancients, which don't have so much value for me. Why am I saying this? Because through ancients, maybe I can get the epic needed for the fusion. But I still think I'm gonna do like a mix. Let's do 5 sacreds and see where that takes me. But pretty cool website, guys. As I said, pretty cool website. So far I unlocked nothing of this. I'm not gonna do a lot more dungeon farming, so I know the exact point that I need. Even so, I didn't do so many ancient shards, but the 1+1 is gone. Whatever. Right, let's do 5 sacreds. If I get a legendary through this, maybe I'll continue, but oh my god. Fabian, amazing summon. Why is it an amazing summon? Now I can actually use 2 Fabians for things, for setups, for teams. An empowered Fabian is amazing, but it's having 2 Fabians is also very good because you can use them on siege, gives you an opportunity for another champion like that. Although an empowered Fabian gives you a little bit of extra accuracy until you get the +2 or a +4. That's when you don't get the speed, right? If you don't have the +2 or +4. I'm gonna keep on going because that was a nice summon. All right, let's do 5 as I said, because that was the first one, but so stupid. So stupid. How much luck was that? All right, how much luck was that getting a Fabian? Again, maybe one of the few on the top of the list, and the reason is because of what I said, the empowerment. It just makes it so strong. So amazing champion. Although the Mercurial affects him now because he cannot reduce Mercurial 3 times, he's still very strong against the Stone Skin, and not everybody has Mercurial just yet. So we're at 48,872. Again, if I check the website, 48,872. Is that it? 35,000 points needed. Right, I'll do my summons, and I'll probably have to go for a run, guys, because remember I'm trying to work for a marathon and trying to do my running for a marathon, but my legs are dead, and I don't know how I'm gonna do. Marathon is like 1 month away from now, but we'll do well. So I need 7 sacreds or 100 ancients. I think 100 ancients, 120 ancients is fair value. All right, it's fair value. I mean, you get the progressive chance. Honestly though, this should have counted as 2 legendaries, so we have the 25x now. But I'm gonna do the ancients because the secrets I always want to keep above 20 if I can. If I can, above 20 secrets is safe. It feels safe to me in case they do something more like a guaranteed, and you get lots more points through sacreds usually than ancients. Today is a good value for ancients, so that's how I justified it in my head. Vrask, 2019 insane champion with healing through critical hits. Some of these OG champions are now forgotten because there's some epics that just really overvalue compared to them, but they're still good, like Spider. Again, shout out to Spider for being a champion that can apply defense down and weaken. And now with blessings, you can have that weaken be at 25%, but he needs like an insane amount of books, epic skill books. So it's a lot of value that you need to consider for that kind of champion. But he's got a dungeon aura as well. So for me, Spider is worth it. One of the champions that is worth it. So let's do some champion training. I'm doing champion training in the background, but basically I'm going all the way to the 12,000 points. A 4-star basalt is such a good value that I can't consider not getting it, right? So in terms of the fusion, did I get the other epics? No. So What I do with brews is when I go here, I use my brews. But if you got a more seasoned account, you have the amount of brews that I have. And we haven't had a good champion training tournament for quite a while. So my goal here is to basically have the same value on all, the same amount on all. And what I mean by that is just have a balance, all right? A balance of all of these. So I use the ones that I have most of to get those champions maxed out. And then for the smaller ones, right? For the smaller ones, I try to get them, again, like here, you see the spirit ones. I have a lot of brews for spirit. I could upgrade those to level 30, but I still think I need, look at this. Look at how many. I still think I need to have lots of these at level 10, which is the value. It's a good value to have them at level 10 in terms of points you get for champion training and not wasting brews. So if you put like 3 brews on them at 3-star, it's not worth it. 1 brew is enough. And this makes it so easy. Back in the day, we used to do like blue stacks and use blue stacks to do this thing basically through the tavern. But now this has made it so much easier. Oh, and remember to always use the correct brew here. I'm running low on the blue ones, so I don't want to use the blue ones. So what I want is basically to be upgrading the 3 stars. I want to be upgrading the ones that I have the most brews of, so that takes away some of the stress. All right, so you see here, I don't want to be using my chickens when I have so much champions that could just use up. Look at that. That's going to give me a huge chunk of points. 1,200 points. I don't want to mess anything up with the fusion, though. I don't want to sacrifice anything, right? I've got the 1 there. He's at level 40. It's good enough. I locked him, so there's no sacrificing him. There's the other one. And I could stop here for champion training, but I'm not. So in terms of points, total points, I need 80,000. So still have room to go. So in terms of champion training, I'm gonna keep on doing this a little bit. In terms of champion training, guys, once they've implemented this system, I found that for me, using my energy for champion training is very bad value. So now I want to get more of the yellow ones. In terms of epics, I have these epics I can level up. Yes. So let's do this. This is a way quicker method. Let's get all of these to max level. So how many brews is that gonna be? 270 brews. And just like that, we're about the same value as the same amount as the force ones. And then basically for what I do with the 4 stars is I use 3 brews on each. All right, 3 brews on each basically guarantees that you get a good amount of points for the champion training. And it would have been a couple of runs in the campaign, but for me, it's not that good value right now to be running campaign after so long. So how many do I have left? Did those for voids. I'm running very low on voids, so I don't want to be leveling these up. I want to use them as food. So that's the way I go about this. So for 4 stars, we don't want to be using the chickens. I only use the chickens when I'm running low on champions that I could sacrifice. So look at that. I only have a few at max level, at level 40, but whatever. Plus the food champions that I have. Actually, I do have a lot, I think, but I need to unlock them, I think. Oh, that's going to take forever. You see these rares? I don't need them for that fusion. I have to do that manually, right? Kind of have to do it, but I'll need to go through the epics and see which ones I still need to be using. Look at that overflow of champions. All right, so we got 100 spots left. We need still like 20,000 points. I'll get that. Let's go. More. More and more. I just wanted to get that in the video because maybe new players out there don't know how to optimize the champion training. Lock Wayne again. And champion training is something that you want to be considering at all times, especially as a new player. You want to get more level 60s. It's a game where the amount of champions you have after a point, like for Cursed City, for Grim Forest, for Faction Wars, it becomes very crucial to have those. But still going strong here, going strong as you see, 6,000 points, and this is 9,000. I needed 25,000, right? 25,000. I'm gonna go like to the half amount. I mean, I don't want the legendary, so I can be, in terms of mercy, I can be around the middle of mercy, if you guys can imagine what I'm thinking, right? So I want to be around the middle of mercy, so the next time there's a good progressive, I can maybe go for it through ancients, and then maybe I get him. But you guys know the deal with progressives. They're basically a scam, right? Basically a scam. You never get the champion that you want to. Never get the champion that you want to. All right, let me check on the points value. 85,000 points. That should be exact. 85,704. Yeah, that should be almost exact. Let me see if the math was correct. Oh, by the way, I want to check the gear enhancement. Does it have any masks? No. Are they going to give them out in a different way? I don't know. But whatever. Just be very careful not to double spend here your points, guys, because some of these you don't need to. Right? If the math of that website is correct, I will not need to do more, because I got the mask there and I'm getting the keys. Only the 4 keys needed. Go down here, down here, down here. I can actually unlock that too. Can get the rare, supposedly. With the amount of points that I have, it should be exact. I want to get the basalt there, the 1 star. It's very nice. Value. Mortal soul coins. You go down. Unlock this. Huh. I'm 1,000 points over. Maybe I actually did the mistake. Maybe with my points. No, I'm actually doing champion training in the background. Maybe that's what's getting me more points. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So the actual website said 84,250. So yeah, that was actually my mistake. So what would I use? 1,500. Actually, guys, 1,500. I would probably go for these top parts. I don't think I'm gonna be doing more summons. There's no value for me. And these small rewards maybe are worth it, especially here. The star stones. There's something, right? And then the core hammers. And that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Lots of summons I did today, but there it is. There it is. And the champion training is done, basically. I want to get that 4-star basalt. That is the biggest value, really, if you think about it. The basalt out of this champion training. But there's a classic arena coming soon. Gotta finish this. One step closer to the whole thing. I'm gonna be saving this for like a video I'll do in the future. Look at all of these summons I could do for relics. I really need to upgrade my relics. Maybe I get a mythical or 2. But that will be something for the future. Thank you all. Subscribe. I'll see you soon.